Welcome back to the CryptoLabs Passive Income YouTube channel. Continuing the theme of DeFi, as I think many people are making the switch, and I'm really excited to bring you this education. True DeFi, no team is in control of your money. No one can take your money. No one can rug you. You're not hoping and praying that people pay you out. I think we're sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm done with it. You will not see us talk about any type of DApp on the YouTube channel. We do in the underdog investor community because we're a little more educated and we're a little more, I'm not going to say educated. That's ignorant. We have some strategies in and out, in and out. I don't care how amazing the project is. And I think projects have pissed us all enough to say no more of that. It's not on YouTube because I think people just ape into it without knowing what they're doing. And then they keep compounding and they lose their shirt, they lose their money, and then they're upset at everybody when who we have to be upset with is ourselves. And so I'm only going to be sharing true DeFi stuff here. You can make an awesome yield. I've got a new training. If you leave it in the comments below, just let me know you want it. By Friday, I should have this out. How to make 10K per month with true DeFi. I'll show you different strategies. We'll take you behind the scenes of the computer. We'll go on the whiteboard. We'll do a bunch of masterminding. It's about 38 minutes long. Highly recommend watching this on the weekend. In the comments, just let me know 10K or true DeFi. I'll know what you mean. And Friday, I'll send out links to the masterclass. Is 48 minutes long. So this week, I'm from scratch. On Monday, I was like, I'm going to build up my true DeFi portfolio just to show y'all's how possible it is. And I'm taking my time over the week, and I want to get to at least $100 a day, but $300 a day should be doable. We should be there by the end of the week. I'm also extremely busy this week, so I'm not doing any swing trading. I'm not doing any low cap stuff. I'm not trying to catch any pumps. I don't have time. So everything is in as stable as it can possibly be, so I could be hands off. And that's that. So we're going to go over some projects and some things we're doing. Now, Beefy, I will leave a link for some training on Beefy. I'll leave it up here somewhere. Highly recommend you check it out. Got around 4,000 deposited in there. I had just under 4,000, but some token appreciation bumped that up to 4,195. Monthly yield is around 2,686. Daily yield is $53. It is compounded every single day. And so that's why the daily yield and the monthly yield doesn't fully make sense if you just looked at 30 days. But if you look at compounding every day, the monthly yield is what it is. In 6 different vaults, have created about $121 here over the last 2 days or whenever I started getting into this stuff. Mostly on Optimism right now, some on Polygon, some on Base. If this is all going over your head, we do have videos on YouTube, but just stick with me. The more you watch these videos, the more the language just becomes second nature, the more you'll be like, I know exactly what he's talking about. This is worth learning. I think a lot of people have been trying to skip the learning part and just click on buttons and deposit money into dApps and hope the team pays them. If you could just get a basic understanding, we do this in the Underdog Investor Group. We give you a world-class, first-class education on DeFi, on blockchain. And then we've had people who were like in their 60s, 70s. They barely knew how to use this. And when they understood the simple concepts, I mean, the way we explain it makes it simple. You're like, oh, that makes sense. That's pretty obvious. And we can start earning a yield in true DeFi, and you are in full control of your money. I'm done with little snaky people who say one thing on camera but do other things in whatever they do behind these projects. So we're done with it. We'll play them like they play us. We'll play the game like they play us. But the majority of our attention is on true DeFi. So, and on YouTube, that's all it's going to be, so people don't get rugged. You got to know what you're doing when you get into the high-risk stuff, the dApps. So Optimism, Polygon Base, I got some on Velodrome, some on Gamma, some on Alien Base still, and some on BVM, mostly in Matic, some in Stable, which is nice to diversify the portfolio out so you can limit impermanent loss, or at least not see so many swings in impermanent loss. Impermanent loss is something you'll really need to understand if you're getting into this game. So Beefy's doing its thing. I'll be adding to some positions here, and would like to get on Beefy to around $6,000, maybe $7,000 a month on Beefy here, just to show you how possible it is. If you want to dive deeper into this, just leave a comment below. I'll get you the 10K per month with true DeFi trading. All right, next up, Lofty. I don't talk about Lofty often, but property values. I mean, some of these property values over the last little while are up by 26%. That's crazy. And the property values that have gone up are way above the property values that have gone down. So if you want exposure to real estate, you get appreciation of the asset itself. So here I owe something in Ohio. In Ohio, 10%. Some properties have gone down here in Chicago, not looking too hot, down a little bit, down a little bit. Here in Ohio, Ohio just seems like a really awesome market. We're up. Ohio, pretty much up 7%, blah, 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 blah. And it's super, super cool. It's a marketplace for tokenized real estate. And so you can get real estate, you get paid rent every single month. I mean, these aren't massive numbers, by the way, but I've got $23 here, I've got $21 here. Then you can go and reinvest that into buying more properties, and you're skipping all of the, well, it's tokenized. So you don't have to be putting up hundreds of thousands of dollars to get into these properties. You can do it with $50, which is kind of cool. So I'm always earning a passive income through Lofty AI and always reinvesting. So it looks like I have $400 to reinvest. So I can buy 8 shares of different properties. So I'll be looking tonight and boosting up my little rental portfolio here on Lofty. Pearl is something I've been using more and more. I won't bother switching to Optimism here, but I am in some stablecoin pools. Again, not massive APRs here, but their TVLs are massive, and it beats any other from what I can find right now. If you're sitting on stablecoins and you want to earn yield on them, this is some of the best yield you can find. I wasn't belied for a while, but I think I'm going to get out of it. I mean, I'm earning 13%, which is kind of cool, but a little too decentralized for my liking, or a little too centralized for my liking, apologize. And I don't like that it's tied to the Blide token as of right now. So we'll see what I do. I'm not decided, but I'll probably be moving even more stables. I moved 3 or 4 grand into this pool and this pool here, 23%. Beats the bank by a lot. I mean, you have to invest in index funds or stocks to earn maybe half of that. So I'll probably be moving most of my stable coins on to Pearl and earning a nice 20% plus yield off that. This doesn't take into account anything I'm doing with Radiant, Arbitrum. I do have some videos up there. So with Radiant, with Arb, doing some yield farming on that. This doesn't take into account anything super complex, and this does not take into account the bull run portfolio, which I have some decent numbers staked. So if I'm holding for the bull run, which the value is a little bit down because of the markets here over the last week, it was brutal. I think I'm down. The portfolio numbers are down, but I just don't see it that way. I'm super long-term. That the portfolio is already a multi-million-dollar portfolio to me. So anything I have that's worth staking, like ETH, for staked ETH, I will stake, and I earn a yield off that. That does not include that. I don't include it because the number is so big that for most people, it's like 6% or 8% is kind of like, that's not worth it to me. And I get it. We want to stick to the higher yielding stuff. So I'm kind of using a yield optimizer to show you what is possible. And it's a great way to enter the DeFi space. And then after that, you can actually start finding your own liquidity pools on your own platforms and actually start providing liquidity on those platforms. And there are dashboards that you can hook up your MetaMask wallet to, and it'll give you a really nice display, just like Beefy does. We just use Beefy for super passive, compounding your results, super, super easy. So that's that. If you have any questions in the comments, let me know. If you'd like to see any videos, let me know in the comments. If you'd like me to show you anything, let me know. And if you'd like the 10K per month with true DeFi training, definitely do let me know in the comments. Again, by Friday, this should be ready to go, and I'll send out links to anyone who requests it. And we won't be sharing it really anywhere else, just on YouTube here. So do let me know if you want this training. And with that said, appreciate you. Let's keep building this week. Financial freedom is absolutely possible, and you don't have to rely on big financial institutions or centralized teams that tell you this is the only way. We are the gatekeepers. We will make you financially free. That's such bullshit. You can do it yourself, and DeFi presents that opportunity. So I hope this video was helpful, and do let me know in the comments if you liked it, like this video, subscribe to this channel, blah, blah, blah. You know all that stuff. Do it. And with that said, I'm going to get out of here. I will leave some videos up here. Definitely worth checking out. We are big time on education, because if you can get educated on this stuff, then you can fish yourself. You don't have to hope that someone gives you fish. You go fish yourself and you make a ton of money. And then you can teach other people how to do this too. Teach your friends, teach your family. That's our mission here. So definitely check the videos out. With that said, I'm out of here. Peace.